The use of series-rated combinations to reduce available fault current in an industrial control enclosure is permissible, subject to certain conditions and requirements outlined in the National Electrical Code and product listings. Firstly, consider the definition of series-rated as described in NEC Article 100, which states 2 or more fuses, circuit breakers, or combinations thereof connected in series to limit the current passed by the total combination. When interrupting fault current, all devices in a series combination shall be capable of interrupting fault current from all sources on the same side of the series combination. Secondly, NEC Article 409.1 allows the use of a fuse as a supplementary protector. Thirdly, NEC Article 409.2 specifies that in industrial installations only, a fuse or a circuit breaker may be used as a supplementary protector for a motor circuit that has branch circuit, short circuit, and ground fault protection. Fourthly, NEC Article 409.13 stipulates that fuses used as supplementary protectors shall be used only with a circuit breaker rated at not less than twice the continuous current rating of the fuse when used to interrupt those types of faults described in 430.52. See 1 through 430.52. C4. According to information from GE, the Spectra breaker is rated for 42,000 amps interrupting capacity. Also, Cooper-Bussmann states that current-limiting fuses provide 100% interrupting capacity for their interrupting rating. Based on these factors, using a fuse with an interrupting capacity of 42,000 amps or greater in series with a GE Spectra breaker is acceptable for reducing available fault current. This combination must be UL listed to meet NEC Article 409 requirements. The fuse must be capable of interrupting the maximum available fault current at the installation point. This might necessitate a fuse with a higher interrupting capacity than the breaker, contingent on the available fault current at the location. A fuse must be installed on the line side of the breaker. This arrangement ensures the fuse interrupts the fault current before it reaches the breaker. The authority having jurisdiction, or OJ, should find the solution acceptable if the described conditions are met and the specific combination is UL listed and identified for use with the GE Spectra breaker. Now let's delve into a more detailed explanation of these points. The NEC definition of series rating emphasizes that all devices in the combination must be capable of handling fault current from all sources on the same side. This means the fuse and the breaker must work together to interrupt the fault. The allowance for fuses as supplementary protectors in Article 409.1 and 409.2 provides a specific use case within industrial control panels where they can be applied to protect motor circuits. Article 409.13 introduces a critical constraint on the fuse and breaker sizing, namely, the breaker must be rated at not less than twice the continuous current rating of the fuse for specific fault types. This provision is in place to ensure that the breaker is appropriately sized to handle the potential current let through from the fuse during a fault condition and to prevent nuisance tripping. The GE Spectra breaker's 42,000 amps interrupting capacity establishes the baseline for its individual fault current handling capability. The assertion from Cooper-Bussmann regarding current-limiting fuses highlights their ability to fully interrupt fault currents up to their rated interrupting capacity. This characteristic is crucial for effectively reducing the fault current seen by the downstream breaker in a series-rated combination. For a successful series-rated application, the combination must be UL listed. UL listing signifies that the combination has been tested and certified to meet specific safety and performance standards, providing assurance that the series-rated system will function as intended under fault conditions. The requirement for the fuse to handle the maximum available fault current at the installation point is paramount. This assessment necessitates a comprehensive fault current study to determine the prospective fault current at the specific location within the industrial control enclosure. The fuse's placement on the line side of the breaker is a critical aspect of the series-rated design. This arrangement ensures that the fuse acts as the first line of defense, interrupting the fault current before it reaches the breaker, thereby protecting the breaker from exceeding its interrupting capacity. The AHA approval hinges on compliance with all applicable NEC provisions, the UL listing of the series-rated combination, and the proper identification of the fuse and breaker for use together. The NEC specifies requirements for series ratings to ensure electrical safety. Article 110.3 B requires equipment to be installed and used in accordance with instructions included in a listing and labeling. The UL listing of the series combination is important because it verifies that the combination has been tested and meets the requirements of UL Standard 489, which covers molded case circuit breakers and circuit breaker enclosures, and UL Standard 248, which covers fuses. The listing also includes specific instructions for installation and use, which must be followed. Article 240.86 provides additional requirements for series ratings. It requires that the available fault current at the line terminals of the equipment be clearly marked. It also requires that the series combination be selected and installed under engineering supervision. The engineering supervision ensures that the series combination is properly coordinated and that the interrupting rating of the downstream circuit breaker is not exceeded. Article 409 provides specific requirements for industrial control panels. As previously mentioned, Article 409.2 permits the use of fuses or circuit breakers as supplementary protectors for motor circuits in industrial installations. Article 409.60 requires that industrial control panels be marked with the available fault current at the panel. The marking must be legible and permanently installed. To ensure compliance with the NEC, it is essential to perform a fault current study to determine the available fault current at the industrial control enclosure. The fault current study should be performed by a qualified electrical engineer and should consider all sources of fault current, including utility power, generators, and motors. Once the available fault current is determined, a suitable series combination of fuse and circuit breaker can be selected. The selected combination must be UL listed and must have an interrupting rating that is greater than or equal to the available fault current. The fuse must be installed on the line side of the circuit breaker, and the combination must be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. In summary, the use of series-rated combinations of fuses and circuit breakers to reduce fault current is permissible under the NEC, provided that all requirements are met. These requirements include UL listing of the combination, proper selection of the fuse and circuit breaker, installation in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions, and engineering supervision. Proper application ensures that the series combination will effectively interrupt fault currents and protect equipment and personnel. Selecting a series-rated combination involves several critical steps. Firstly, determining the available fault current at the point of application is essential. This requires a fault current study, typically conducted by a qualified electrical engineer. The study should account for all potential sources of fault current, including the utility supply, on-site generators, and motor contributions. Secondly, selecting a UL-listed series-rated combination is crucial. The combination should be specifically tested and listed for the intended application. The listing information will specify the upstream fuse type and rating, as well as the downstream circuit breaker type and interrupting rating. Thirdly, verifying that the interrupting rating of the series combination exceeds the available fault current is necessary. The series combination's interrupting rating, as specified in the UL listing, must be greater than the calculated available fault current at the installation point. Fourthly, ensuring proper coordination between the fuse and circuit breaker is important. Coordination ensures that the fuse will clear fault before the circuit breaker reaches its interrupting capacity. This can be achieved by selecting a current-limiting fuse that reduces the let-through current to a level that the circuit breaker can safely interrupt. Fifthly, adhering to the manufacturer's installation instructions is mandatory. The series-rated combination must be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions, including proper mounting, wiring, and torquing of connections. Incorrect installation can compromise the performance of the series combination and void the UL listing. Sixthly, documenting the series-rated combination is necessary. Detailed records should be maintained, including the fault current study, the UL listing information, the fuse and circuit breaker ratings, and the installation instructions. This documentation is essential for future maintenance and inspections. Failure to adhere to these guidelines may result in unsafe conditions, equipment damage, and non-compliance with electrical codes. It is imperative to consult with qualified electrical engineers and follow the manufacturer's recommendations to ensure the safe and effective application of series-rated combinations. The selection of appropriate fuse and circuit breaker sizes for a series-rated combination requires careful consideration of several factors. Firstly, determine the continuous current rating of the circuit. The fuse and circuit breaker must be sized to carry the normal load current without nuisance tripping. Secondly, select a fuse with a current rating that is greater than the continuous current rating of the circuit. The fuse should be sized to provide overload protection for the circuit. Thirdly, select a circuit breaker with an interrupting rating that is suitable for the available fault current at its terminals. The circuit breaker's interrupting rating must be greater than the let-through current of the fuse. Fourthly, consider the time current characteristics of the fuse and circuit breaker. The fuse should be sized to clear a fault quickly, while the circuit breaker should be sized to provide backup protection in case the fuse fails to clear the fault. Fifthly, consult the manufacturer's data sheets for the fuse and circuit breaker. The data sheets will provide information on the interrupting rating, time current characteristics, and other important specifications. Sixthly, use appropriate dating factors for ambient temperature and other conditions. The current ratings of fuses and circuit breakers are typically specified at a certain ambient temperature. If the ambient temperature is higher than the specified temperature, the current ratings must be derated. Proper selection of fuse and circuit breaker sizes is essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of a series-rated combination. It is imperative to consult with qualified electrical engineers and follow the manufacturer's recommendations. Let's explore the practical considerations for implementing a series-rated system in an industrial control panel. Firstly, the physical space requirements must be assessed. Industrial control panels often have limited space, so the size of the fuses and circuit breakers must be considered. Compact components may be necessary to fit within the available space. Secondly, the accessibility for maintenance must be ensured. The fuses and circuit breakers should be easily accessible for inspection, testing, and replacement. Adequate clearance should be provided around the components to facilitate maintenance activities. Thirdly, the environmental conditions must be addressed. Industrial control panels are often exposed to harsh environments, including high temperatures, humidity, and dust. The fuses and circuit breakers must be suitable for these conditions. Fourthly, the labeling and identification must be clear. The fuses and circuit breakers should be clearly labeled with their ratings and functions. The series-rated combination should also be clearly identified in the panel. Fifthly, the documentation must be readily available. The panel should include a complete set of documentation, including the fault current study, the UL listing information, the fuse and circuit breaker ratings, and the installation instructions. This documentation should be easily accessible to maintenance personnel. Sixthly, the training for personnel must be adequate. Maintenance personnel should be trained on the proper operation and maintenance of series-rated systems. This training should include instruction on how to inspect, test, and replace fuses and circuit breakers. By addressing these practical considerations, it is possible to implement a series-rated system that is safe, reliable, and easy to maintain. The proper coordination of fuses and circuit breakers in a series-rated system is crucial for ensuring that the system operates correctly and safely under fault conditions. Coordination refers to the selection of fuses and circuit breakers with time current characteristics that allow the fuse to clear a fault before the circuit breaker trips. This prevents unnecessary tripping of the circuit breaker and minimizes the duration of the fault current. To achieve proper coordination, it is necessary to compare the time current curves of the fuse and circuit breaker. The time current curve shows the amount of time it takes for a fuse or circuit breaker to trip at different current levels. The fuse should be selected so that its time current curve is below the time current curve of the circuit breaker. This ensures that the fuse will trip before the circuit breaker for all fault currents. There are several factors that can affect the coordination of fuses and circuit breakers, including the fuse and circuit breaker ratings, the available fault current, and the ambient temperature. It is important to consider these factors when selecting fuses and circuit breakers for a series-rated system. Coordination studies are often used to verify that fuses and circuit breakers are properly coordinated. A coordination study is a detailed analysis of the time current characteristics of the fuses and circuit breakers in a system. The study can identify potential coordination problems and recommend solutions. The use of current-limiting fuses can improve the coordination of fuses and circuit breakers in a series-rated system. Current-limiting fuses are designed to interrupt fault currents very quickly, which reduces the amount of let-through current and minimizes the stress on the circuit breaker. The selection of a current-limiting fuse can allow for the use of a smaller circuit breaker, which can save space and cost.